how on earth does an Englishman end up in 1680, and he's a knight, remember, commanding a small pirate sloop in the East Indies or in the Caribbean or wherever, because I didn't care. You could easily pop him across to a different theatre if he's based in one place and the action of the game ends up in a different place. He's on a boat, for goodness sake. He can sail there. So I thought about giving him somewhere to start off, so I thought I'll put him in Lincolnshire. That's near the sea, ish. So I'll pop him in Lincolnshire. How does he do it? And I asked ChatGPT to tell me. And gave me the breakdown in PDF files, which I've now stored away for the game, and also gave me a much shorter breakdown, like a précis of his life, putting it into perspective. So I've got more than I'm going to show you, but this is the pertinent bit. So I know about his early life. I know how he gets to where he gets to. Yeah, and then I said to ChatGPT, well, I'd like to know a bit more about some of the things you've told me. One of the things ChatGPT said, just as a description, it was talking about someone who'd met Sir Pelham, and because there are all little bits in these sort of information about Sir Pelham's earlier life, letters he wrote home, things he said, comparing the Admiralty and the Dutch, and I've got all these little snippets now to build up my Dungeons and Dragons type role play of the pirates, and I quite like not knowing. So when I do it myself, I sort of come up with a chart. Even if you put 100 options and throw a percentage dice, you've still got to come up with the 100 things. But with this, because it's a period I know nothing about, I had no idea what was going to come up. It's amazing. So anyway, one of the things was a description of someone who had seen Sir Pelham's ship, the Sea Dog, and describes it, including, interestingly, that it flies a black banner with a cardinal's cross and cutlass. I didn't know what a cardinal's cross was. Don't know what a cutlass is. Don't know. So I said, go on, show us that then. So I thought, right, they must have, if you've got nearly 50 of them crammed on a little sloop, they must have somewhere else to live. Headquarters, hideout. So I asked ChatGPT if that was ever historically the case, and yes, it was. I was right. So I said, well, can you generate a fictional place, give it a name and some idea of where it is, tell me about it, perhaps show me on a real map where it is, and perhaps a sort of sketch map as if it's done at the time of the settlement. Looking at what comes back, I'm going to have to add stuff because there aren't enough huts for the crew. But it's a good starting point. Then I started thinking about the game, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to put the ships, which are only small, on inch square MDF, and each one of those will fit in a square on the game, and you'll move around the map like that, and if you encounter someone you will have an action to perform, and faster ships might go more, so perhaps maybe the slow ships go 1 and the medium 2 and the fast 3. I don't know, I haven't talked to the other guys about it yet, but there'll be some way of doing it. I could even do it a bit like Sales of Glory, where you have cards and you choose them and then you put them down and follow them round. There's all sorts of things we can do. But anyway, so what if I had a piece of A3 paper and I sort of went down with a straight edge and I did it in inch squares all over? Could I turn that into a gaming board? So ChatGPT showed me these. I like them. So just from an idle question, whiling away the hours to ChatGPT, what's the average size of a pirate ship? I've now got a massive amount of interesting things to think about. And I've got my pirates on my workbench, and I've already put them into groups of 8, and I know who's who. I've got a list of all the pirates, all the jobs, because I said to ChatGPT, give me the jobs. And what would be the jobs on a ship this size? And then I said, okay, give them random names and give me a piece of paper that looks as if it's a sort of charter when they sign up to go on the cruise. Yeah, that cruise trip advisor. 8 years in the Caribbean. Attractions, murder and mayhem. Insurance difficult to acquire. So I've got that. I know their names and everything. I can start attributing names to the chosen people, not the also rans. I don't give them names. They will look if they get numbers. But I don't know. I might get giddy. Who knows? So that's what I've done. I don't know if ChatGPT is the best thing in the world. I'm not very technical. So I've saved it to PDF file on my phone. But now I don't know how to get it from here. So there. There being, I don't know, the laptop, something. I don't want to lose it. Same with these pictures. I'd love to print them out, but I'm frightened. I'll use all my ink. I won't know how to put new ink in. It's all tragic. It's all tragic when you're old and you don't know anything. So so I use ChatGPT because somebody was using it on YouTube and it was free. And then it turns out if you use it for more than about 20 minutes, it turns off and says, "Oi, cheeky, you've not paid for me. You can come back in 3 hours and I might do a bit more for you." So I must admit, I pay for it now, 20-some quid a month. But I use it all the time and I think it's good fun. It makes me laugh. So there you go. I suppose that is an advert for it. It's not. It's just me saying I like it. It's like me saying I like sunny days. I'm not making you buy sunny days. I'm just telling you. All right. Don't shoot the messenger. Bye, Chuck.